Lots of people want to know whether they can recover for shock after a car accident. And there are a lot of different types of shock, and it's not exactly clear what people mean by that when they say that they've been in shock or they have shock, because there's lots of different types of shock. One of the most common types of shock you hear about is maybe a disassociation from pain or your emotions, in where you might be experiencing pain but not feeling it. So you're in shock and you don't know that you broke your leg or you don't know that you broke your arm, and then later on it turns out that you have these injuries that you didn't know about at the time. That's one form of shock. Additional types of shock that are more serious are physiological shock, which happens when there is a lot of blood loss or traumatic damage to organs in your body, and which can cause complete heart failure or organ failure, which can lead to death. And obviously that type of injury is compensable, meaning that you can get damages for that type of shock because it is an injury to yourself that has caused you pain and suffering. The psychological shock is maybe more of a temporary disorder which allows you not to feel pain, oddly enough, in which later you do feel pain. And so the general rule is, if there was a type of shock that you received and it caused you pain and it caused you damages, psychological or physical, you can be compensated for that. If it's a temporary disassociation from your regular feeling sensory faculties, then no, that's not something that you can be compensated for. But every type of damage that you have that causes emotional or physical suffering is a type of damage that you can recover as part of a car accident. And shock is one of those, depending on what kind of shock you have.